Hey guys, Carlos Perez. We're going to now activate our live TV. So it's a real simple process. It's not confusing. Just follow along. We're going to go to our settings. Excuse me. Going to go to our add-ons. Now, this is where we're going to have to use a repository because we need to get. Actually, no, we don't. No, we don't. We need to go to the repository for one thing, but we have the STB as a standalone. So you're going to install from zip file. We're going to go into our repo. Now you see we have an Android version, a Mac version, and a Windows version. So no matter what version or what device, what platform you're using, if you have Kodi, you can install our build in our wizard and then activate live TV on the Mac, Android, or Windows platform. So we're going to click on our Android PVR and we're going to let that run and install. When it does, all we have to do at that point, because we need to have the TV guide data format correctly, we're also going to install the Iptv simple client. And that's what's going to allow us to basically ensure that we can do the time shifting. Okay, so we're just waiting for that to pop up. And I believe it does give us an alert, or does it happen so quick? Let me see. I have to wait patiently. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it says authorization failed. It's going to fail because we didn't put our MAC address and we didn't select the server yet. But we have it on here now. So once you have that, we're going to also want to get the PVR simple client. So from that, we're going to go into install from repository. And we're going to the Kodi add-on. I mean the Kodi repository. So where would that be? PVR clients. Here we go. So we're going to our PVR clients. We want the Iptv simple client. So Iptv simple client, Iptv simple client. And there we go. So we want this right here, the PVR Iptv simple client. As you can see, there's a lot of different PVRs in here, but this is the one that's going to help us with our time shifting. So we're going to go and click on that, and we're going to install it. So once we have those two PVRs set, then we'll be ready to go. Okay, so that's installed, and we have our STB installed too. It's loading. So once we connect everything will be working. So I want to pause this so I can get, okay, there it goes. So from there, we're going to go and we're going to activate our Stalker client. So we're just going to back up out of this, out of the repo, and we're going into our add-ons and our PVR clients and our Stalker client, and we want to configure it. So it's right here. The active portal is 1. So this is what you would do in order to move it from 1 to 5. You would highlight this section and use the up or down arrow. So I'm going to go over here to portal 1, and I'm going to put in my MAC address. And I'm going to pause while I do that so that that information isn't shown, okay? Okay, after you put in your MAC address and set the correct portal, you're going to have to restart, so you just click OK. And it's going to restart the Stalker client for you. At that point, we can go in and we can set up our PVR. And let me do a quick, okay, it's still updating, so I got to wait for that. And like I said, it usually doesn't take long. It does the first time. It has to pull back a lot of the information. So let me pause it again. Okay guys, so I went and changed my MAC address around, and I have everything set on portal 2. So once you click on OK, Now it's going to connect, authorize, everything will be okay. And then from there, we'll go ahead and activate the PVR IPTV simple client so that the EPG data can do the correct time shift. And if you're not really concerned about the EPG, then, it's no biggie. But a lot of people have become accustomed to, just having that EPG there so they can see what's coming on and when. So we're just waiting for everything to authenticate, and this should be any minute now. Waiting, baby, waiting for you. Waiting for you. Okay. So I guess we're just going to go ahead and wait for this to authenticate still. And I really don't want to hold you guys on while we're just waiting for this. But it's important to see the pop-up so you can see what it's like. I mean, like I said, in the background, it's pulling down like all the channels and all the information. So that's what just takes a moment because there's a lot of data. And it typically won't take this long, but again, it's the first run. So on the first run, you usually have that wait because we're going to go to the front so you can see. You usually have that wait because of all the data. And what I'm going to do, I'll show you the TV that pops up. I'm going to back out of it. I'm going to go back in and launch it again. And then just let everything connect and update. So we're going back into it. There goes the blue ninja. There goes our settings. You see the PVR starting up. And you're also going to see that we now have a live TV channel. TV tab. Radio, adult. Where's our TV go? Okay. Guess we'll just wait for this thing to load up. And then when it does, you'll see the live TV icon appear. It's importing a TV guide now. Okay, all that's done. And there goes the live TV channel right there. Now we want the EPG, and I'll show you here, the guide. We want the TV guide to display with all the correct information. And these are all the pay-per-views, and it gets into the channels down here. So there's like 50 some channels of pay-per-view, and then all the live TV channels in the guide. So in order to get that to show, we have to use the PVR simple client. So on that, we're going to go into our settings. We're going to go to our add-ons. We already installed it, so it's just a matter of now going into that PVR client. So my add-ons, PVR clients, Iptv simple client, because remember we installed both the set-top box one and this one. We'll go into configure, and what we want to do, we took out all the information that had to be put in there. So we'll go down to our Epg settings. Now I'm in California, so I'm actually at +8. So I'm going to go into it, and I'm going to go +8 because right now it's starting basically on UK. So at +8, that actually takes me to where I am on Pacific time. And that's a very, 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 very important thing. Okay, so we have that in your time zone. Just play around with it. You can, kind of see where it is. So we did time shift. We want to apply to all. So we're going to click on that. So now it's 8. It's +8 in the time shift, and then apply to all channels. and then we're going to go to OK. Needs to restart. OK. And the purpose of this now, you'll see that the EPG will be showing what's currently on right now as far as the West Coast goes. And there's nothing else to do after that. It's installed, it's ready to go. And we're just going to exit out. We're going to restart our Blue Ninja. So we're going to exit out of it. And we're going to go back into it. And you will now have your live TV with the TV guide time shift. You see it up top, it's starting up. So it's going to be pulling all the channels in the EPG data again. Once that's done, you'll see that everything will line up perfectly with what's playing. So there's really nothing beyond that. Okay, so that just got the channels in. It's clearing the packages. It's importing the guide now. So there's the guide going. That's done. So now we go over to our live TV. We go to our guide. You'll see now that, if you remember, there were a lot of blank spaces. Like I said, there's 50 channels of pay-per-view stuff, guys. So we had to get past all of this. And you see now everything lines up. So at 3 o'clock, Ant-Man's coming on. 2.5 Men. Grown-ups at this time. Too Close for Christmas. Young, Stalked, and Pregnant. Okay, that's an interesting sounding show. And that's it. Your EPG is now synced. It's on the correct time zone. So everything that is on, when you click it, will be that show. So guys, that's it. We just updated it, installed our live TV, and we're raring to go. Talk to you guys later.